Released in 2014, Titanfall has garnered tons of fans of these pilots and titans, and they eagerly await the sequel of Titanfall 2. From grunts and specters to enemy titans, there's a lot to look out for in this game, and we've got all the tidbits you need to know. Hi, I'm Kyle Stover with the Leaderboard, and we've got all you need to know about Respawn Entertainment's Bundle of Joy, along with some Easter eggs you may have missed. So get your burn cards ready, cause we are counting down 107 facts about Titanfall. Let's get started. Number 1. Titanfall debuted as an Xbox One exclusive, giving people the option to either buy an Xbox One or make a friend that has an Xbox One. Number 2. Titanfall is a multiplayer first-person shooter / mech video game. It's kind of like Gundam Wing, but no guys with crazy hair trying to win the honor of a quiet yet sexy cartoon character. Number 3. Titanfall was developed by Respawn Entertainment, which was founded by Vince Zampella and Jason West. Zampella and West both worked on the popular Call of Duty franchise. If you don't know Call of Duty, it's a game where grown-ups and children can yell at each other like equals. Number 4. Titanfall came bundled with the Xbox One. The Xbox One also sold Titanfall separately for people who had little brothers that needed to have their own copy. The bundling package actually helped the Xbox One's total sales. Maybe because playing a whole game instead of having to play the demo and wait for the next paycheck to get a game sounds a little more fun. Number 5. In the UK, nearly 70% of Titanfall sales came from Microsoft's bundling package. So that means there were 30% of people that bought their Xbox One prematurely. Some people just don't know how to hold out. Number 6. The Titanfall Xbox One bundle came with an Xbox controller that was specifically designed for Titanfall. It's a dashing orange and black controller that will look spectacular being thrown against the wall during a rage quit moment, especially around the Halloween season. Number 7. To fight against the Titanfall exclusivity, PS4 released a sequel to their popular exclusive Infamous, entitled Infamous Second Son, making dreams come true for fanboys and girls everywhere. Number 8. Titanfall launched on March 11, 2014. Electronic Arts secured the rights for Titanfall sequel because of the good results of the first one. Lesson of the day, if you do a good job the first time, you might just get that second date. Number 9. Xbox One bundles had other options besides Titanfall. Some of the other games customers could have bought with their Xbox Ones were FIFA, Madden NFL 15, Sunset Overdrive, and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Number 10. Titanfall then came out for the Xbox 360 a few weeks after the Xbox One release. The Xbox 360 version of the game had less detail and stuttered a little bit during gameplay though. Number 11. Titanfall created such a fan base that there were rumors of it possibly going to the PS4 early on. The CEO of Electronic Arts had to officially deny these accusations to clear up the confusion and kill everyone's dreams. But luckily for you PS4 owners, Titanfall 2 will be releasing on both Xbox One and PS4. Number 12. Titanfall was an Xbox exclusive because Microsoft provided a lot of financial backing to the video game's startup. Microsoft essentially bought it even before it was a thing in classic Microsoft style. Number 13. The game lacks a single-player mode, but there is a backstory. It takes place in the near future with two factions fighting each other for 3 vantage points. Number 14. Titanfall allows the players to either use a pilot or a Titan. As a pilot, the player is nimble and fast, but the Titan is powerful and a bit slower. It's that classic Tom and Jerry scenario. Number 15. Titanfall has an ample supply of maps with a whopping 15 to choose from. Each map provides a unique layout which gives this game a lot of replayability points. Number 16. The game has 5 game modes: Attrition, Capture the Flag, Hardpoint Domination, Last Titan Standing, and Pilot Hunter. At the end of the game, there is a mini-game, which is the losing team tries to evacuate and the winning team tries to stop them. It's called the End of Every War Ever. Number 17. There are various weapons available in the game. One of them is the Smart Pistol. It automatically locks onto enemy combatants, making sure everyone knows who the noobs are. Number 18. Titanfall also provides special abilities like semi-invisibility when the cloak feature is activated. Sprinting in the open will make you more visible, so if you're not fast enough to dodge bullets, slow down a bit and let people pass you like Grandma on the freeway. Number 19. Titanfall made heavy use of the movement features in the game, like running on walls. This was to give it a more parkour-like movement. If you don't remember parkour, it's what Michael Scott of The Office is famous for. Oh, and it's also the movements used in military obstacle courses training like climbing, swimming, jumping, and rolling. Titanfall's use of it influenced multiplayer shooters everywhere by making movement key. Games like Call of Duty and Halo 5 now have improved movement because of this. Number 20. The rodeo ability is a powerful move performed by pilots on Titans in Titanfall. It allows the pilot to mount the back of a Titan and remove a section of exterior plating, exposing the internal wiring underneath, the soft, gooey core of a Titan, allowing the pilot to use its tiny gun that otherwise would not be useful at all to be able to bypass the shields and deal direct damage to the Titan. Unfortunately, that means you have to get up close and personal, which with a giant mech that can kill you in a single punch is kind of dangerous. Number 21. Titanfall rewards skilled players by giving them their Titan faster when collecting EXP. All the good players are the ones not waiting the 2-minute cooldown period. Number 22. The game allows players to collect experience points in many different ways, including by seizing hard points, destroying AI-controlled enemies, and by destroying enemy Titans. And EXP is like money. The more you have, the more fun you can have. Don't tell my mom that I said that. Number 23. Titanfall may not have had a single-player campaign, but the backstory is there, released through militia profiles. This is a unique way of story development for players that love to know what they're fighting for. Well, pretending to fight for. Number 24. The game allows players to use a move called Vortex Shield while in the Titan. This lets the player hold what is being fired at them in mid-air, a move made famous by Neo in The Matrix, except for this time, you get to shoot it back at them. Number 25. Though large Titans are much slower than pilots, they do have a dodge ability. You can either waste it on regular firepower, or you can use it to disappoint someone using an anti-Titan weapon. Number 26. The player's Titan can go into autopilot when the user is playing as the pilot. The autopilot mode lets the Titan either guard a specific point or follow the user like a giant sidekick, allowing you to tell everyone, the big guy's with me. Number 27. Titanfall gives you the option to choose the gender of your pilot, because why can't girls fight in a giant robot? Titans don't discriminate. Number 28. Titanfall makes all players start with one of 3 loadouts: Rifleman, Assassin, or CQB. After the player reaches level 5, they have the ability to customize their loadouts. Players can uniquely battle each other in any way they want. The best way to battle is by not getting out of your chair. Number 29. The 3 pilot loadouts all have unique fighting styles. The Rifleman is a standard infantry soldier with medium range fighting ability that is good for both long and short range attacks. The Assassin has a medium to long range fighting ability. The CQB is for players that like to get close and personal, since it's made for short range attacks. Number 30. The game equips pilots with 1 primary weapon, 1 anti-Titan weapon, 1 sidearm, and 1 piece of ordnance, or explosives, as well as a tactical ability, with 2 passive boosts. So if there's ever a giant robot that needs to be taken out in real life, you already know what you need. Number 31. Pilots have a combined 36 options in their customizable loadouts. There are 10 primary weapons, 4 anti-Titan weapons, 3 sidearms, 4 ordnances, 3 tactical abilities, and 12 passive boosts, and a partridge in a pear tree. Number 32. The Titans can also be customized. Players can choose between one of 3 Titans up to level 10. At level 10, the player can customize the loadout that consists of 1 chassis, 1 primary weapon, 1 tactical ability, 1 ordnance, and 2 Titan kits. Number 33. Titans have a combined 26 options to customize the loadouts of each player's needs. There are 3 chassis, 6 primary weapons, 3 tactical abilities, 4 ordnances, and 10 Titan kits. Number 34. The 3 Titan loadouts are Assault, Tank, and Artillery. Much like the pilots, each Titan loadout is unique. The Assault is a good general purpose mech that turns into a heavy hitter when its damage core ability comes online. The tank carries a hefty quad rocket into battle for a devastating close range damage, and the artillery has a 40mm cannon that can tear through an enemy that opposes it. That one's my favorite. Number 35. In addition to the equipment, Titanfall also provides the player with burn cards. Burn cards are single-use items that boost your pilot or your Titan in certain ways, such as XP multipliers, powerful weapons, and abilities, and lasts a single spawn. Number 36. There are a total of 51 unique burn cards in Titanfall. Many of them have catchy names like Wi-Fi virus. No, it's not what you get from Starbucks free Wi-Fi. It makes it so that nearby enemy specters are automatically captured. Number 37. Burn cards have a similar appearance of trading cards or game cards. Many video game players will see burn cards and notice they look kind of like magic Magic the Gathering cards, or any other type of game cards that gave them a reason to stay away from the sun. Number 38. Burn cards must be earned throughout the game by completing challenges and advancing in levels. Packs of burn cards are unlocked at levels 25, 30, 40, 45, and 50. Number 39. The game allows the player to use their first burn card at level 7. Then the player can equip an additional burn card at level 9, and then again at level 11. Only 3 burn cards can be used in a match, but a player can make a deck of up to 26 burn cards to trade in and out between matches. Number 40. Titanfall allows for a seamless transition between pilot and Titan. When the pilot jumps into the Titan, the pilot's ammunition will automatically refill itself. So even if the player runs out of ammunition, the Titan is a walking ammo supply drop, as well as a heavy set of ordnance. Number 41. There is a capture a destination game mode called Hardpoint Domination. Putting the Titan in guard mode lets the player and the Titan work together as a team to defend the point. Number 42. Titanfall ran a series of advertisements that excited Star Wars fans because the helmet looked a lot like Boba Fett's. Rob Schoberg, a Respawn Entertainment artist, confirmed that it was indeed inspired by the bounty hunter. Number 43. The game gives the player the option to either walk or sprint. In a game this fast-paced, walking is kind of useless without a cloak, so that's why there's the auto-run option, so the player can be like Forrest Gump and run, run, run. Number 44. Titanfall gives the losing team a chance to evacuate. An easy way to destroy the evacuation ship is by calling a Titanfall right on top of it. Dropping a Titan on a ship is like dropping a 8 million pound bird poop. Number 45. The game has some non-playable characters known as grunts. These NPCs give a bit more of an exciting environment, with chatter like enemy spotted or friendly pilot coming through. This type of chatter also gives them the chance to not be the standard bot running into walls. Number 46. Titanfall has no female grunts, only female pilots. Number 47. Players can collect points by killing grunts. Grunts are worth about 25 experience points. In the Boneyard map, players can also shoot down the small flyers around the massive Leviathan creature. Just follow the grunts and wait for one of them to get snatched up, and then start bird hunting. Number 48. In Titanfall, the pilots and the Titans have just about the same amount of weapons and abilities to use, but there's one thing that the Titans can do that the pilots can't, and that's stomping on grunts by just walking over them. Strangely satisfying. Number 49. Titans can eject pilots before they're about to explode. This leaves the pilots vulnerable for 7 seconds as they fly through the air, so watch your back. Number 50. The game creators wanted to make sure that the Titans felt large. They made them so they stand at about 24 feet tall. It'd be like if Shaq cloned himself twice, and then they stood on each other's shoulders. Number 51. Titanfall was rated M for mature for blood and gore, strong language, and violence, because mature people know how to have fun. Number 52. Titans and pilots that are on the same team can work together. If a pilot ever needs a ride, he can jump onto the back of a friendly Titan. Sounds way cooler than Uber, if you ask me. Number 53. Titanfall was such a success, it created not only a sequel, but a mobile game as well, called Titanfall Frontline. The game is a strategic card battler, where players face off against one another in real time, using familiar elements from the Titanfall series. It's a card game on your phone, so there isn't a mess to clean up afterwards. Number 54. By October 2015, Titanfall sold over 10 million copies worldwide. That would be a milestone for any gaming business, but is especially impressive for this small video game company. Number 55. Titanfall was an open beta in its earliest stages. Many games will let players do this, but this is one of the reasons for the game's success, so they owe their fans. Number 56. Titanfall's open beta was not the full game. It consisted of only 3 multiplayer maps with 6-player squads. All the beta players were able to have bragging rights for weeks before everyone else. Number 57. This isn't the first game to have parkour-style movements. Other games were Prince of Persia, Mirror's Edge, and Spider-Man, because pretending to be super athletic is way better than being actually athletic. Number 58. Titanfall's Ryan LASTIMOSA, senior artist at Respawn Entertainment and self-proclaimed digital armorer, made sure the weapons and armor for the game had a unique feel. The designs were inspired by actual weapons, since LASTIMOSA owns some firearms himself. Number 59. LASTIMOSA used similar methods that Star Wars used to make their own weapons. For the original Star Wars, they basically took a bunch of World War II era weapons and started slapping attachments on them. Number 60. Titanfall's designers were not sure how big the Titans were going to be at first. They originally thought the Titans were going to be only a little bit bigger than the pilots, and then they remembered that size matters when it comes to robots. Number 61. The team designed the Titans' weaponry based on tank firepower and naval-based weaponry. It's almost like being in an actual war, but without the real danger. Number 62. The R101 was the first weapon that they started to work on when Respawn Entertainment decided to make the shooter game. The name for the gun originally was the Respawn 101, which sounds like a class I took in college. Number 63. The artificial intelligence is a key component of the gameplay of Titanfall, because the grunts are NPCs that work in one AI style, while the Titans must work in an entirely different AI style. With all these AI styles being created, the days that Terminator warned us about are right around the corner. Number 64. Titanfall's Abby Heppy, Respawn's community manager, said that the grunts were made for everyone. The less skilled players can have something to shoot at, and the better players can use them as tactical diversions. The better players can also use players who are new to the game as diversions. Heppy made it clear that the grunts are meant for players to run over, punch, and kill. They are the Star Trek red shirts of Titanfall. Number 65. Titanfall has two sets of AI NPCs, grunts and specters. Specters are basically advanced versions of grunts. They're able to get on top of buildings and will engage the player with more of an attack feature. Number 66. The game lets the player hack the AI specters, which can give them control of them. This also gives EXP for completing this task, and it also makes the player feel like a badass rebel hacker. Number 67. The Titanfall team referred to grunts as popcorn AI. This is in regards to players being able to easily rack up kills with them, like easily racking up calories with popcorn. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's just that popcorn is easy to eat through quickly. Number 68. The game received backlash at first when players found out that it would only be 6-on-6 matches. Respawn Entertainment came to this conclusion after testing a series of versus situations with really high numbers all the way down to one-on-ones. Number 69. Titanfall had just under 20 artists working on it. At times it was an even larger number, but after 10 artists the drawing board can get crowded. Number 70. Titanfall's director was Steve FUKUDA, who is known for being the writer of Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So he knows a lot about duty.
It's not that kind of duty.
Number 71. Fukuda was only one of the writers for Titanfall. The other writer was Jesse Stern. Stern wrote Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and Battlefield 4. He was also a producer on the show NCIS. Number 72. Titanfall had over 20 voice actors working on it, one of which was comedian Mark Tech, who had been on Comedy Central and in the movie Leatherheads with George Clooney. Number 73. Titanfall's voice actors have been heard in other video games before, like the Uncharted franchise. Voice actor Brian T. DELANEY, who did the voice of a malicious soldier in Titanfall, also voiced the male character in Fallout 4, one of 2015's biggest game releases. DELANEY also did some extra voice work on the 2016 summer hit, The Secret Life of Pets. Number 74. Titanfall secured a lot of award-winning talent, such as Troy Baker, a recipient of the Behind the Voice Actors Awards for Best Male Lead Vocal Performance in a Video Game, for his performance in Far Cry 4 as the voice of Pagan Min. In Titanfall, he did the additional voices for various characters. Number 75. Titanfall's music producer was Stephen Barton. Barton has worked in a wide range in the industry, including on Shrek 2 and Shrek 3, The Chronicles of Narnia, and on the movie Man on Fire. Number 76. Titanfall's sound department had 12 people working together to make sure that your ears believed what your eyes saw. Thanks, guys. Number 77. Titanfall gives the players a number of ways to jump around the map. One of these ways is through a zip line. It's kind of like the zip lines people do on family vacations, but only with bullets being fired at you, instead of questions from your mother about going back to school. I think I'd rather take the bullets. Number 78. The game took a lot from the real world to make sure that Titanfall felt as realistic as possible. One of the cardboard boxes in the Angel City map even has a QR code on the side. Number 79. Titanfall released a companion book called The Art of Titanfall. The 192-page of awesomeness got fantastic reviews. It was released before the actual game to help get people excited for its release. Number 80. Titanfall won over 60 awards at the 2013 E3. Some of those awards include Best Original Game and Best Console Game. Number 81. Titanfall paid tribute to the famous game Portal. In the corporate map, you can find the red Portal logo in a few places, and the blue one in the center building next to the janitorial equipment at the bottom of the stairs. Number 82. There were a lot of actual props used in the game to make it feel as real as possible. In the Fractured map, there are cans that look like Dr. Pepper, but Titanfall had to call it Dr. Paprika for obvious legal reasons. Number 83. On the maps Demeter and Relic, a stuffed toy of the Loch Ness Monster can be found hidden on the map. The first is in a toilet if you drop down into a bathroom in Relic. In Demeter, it's in the central building on top of some pipes. Number 84. The Loch Ness Monster is known as a sea monster, and Titanfall has a reference to other sea monsters. There are leviathans walking around in the backgrounds of some of the maps, and these are a reference to the biblical sea monster of the same name. Number 85. The Kodi Eye poster on the Angel City map is a reference to a fan who has created tons of great Titanfall fan art and anime art, and Respawn included this poster as a little thank you for all of his wonderful creations. Number 86. When Titanfall released, there was a wall glitch on the Nexus map that allowed you to jump inside of a building and have some invincibility, while also still letting you shoot at others. I can understand why they patched that, but I wish I tried it first. Number 87. In Nexus, you can also find a small animal that looks kind of like a cat-like dog if you go into the bar and turn to your right. Number 88. There is a framed picture of the Respawn development team in one of the buildings, and one of the employees in the picture is wearing a Minecraft creeper shirt. Number 89. Respawn Entertainment is a growing company and taking on more projects. Other than their Titanfall sequel, they are working on a Star Wars game that is going to be a third-person action adventure. Number 90. Titanfall's release of the first expansion pack came out just in time, when the game had fallen down from the top 20 all the way down to 29. This is not uncommon, as the founders of Respawn Entertainment went through a similar cycle with the Call of Duty franchise, both of which are much more popular on consoles. Number 91. Titanfall's first expansion was $10 and offered 3 new maps: Swampland, Runoff, and War Games. Respawn Entertainment has been able to use micro-purchases to build up the game and give the customers what they want, which is more places to shoot at. Number 92. They sold the maps for $10 each, but players did have the opportunity to buy a DLC season pass for only $25 that saved them $5 off of all 3 map packs. Hey, that's $5 that can go towards more games or gaming snacks. Number 93. Titanfall released some major updates along with their DLC, including one for the PC version that allows it to play at 144 frames per second. That is over double what the consoles could put out. Number 94. The PC version also beat the Xbox version in resolution. The Xbox One game ran at about 792p in launch, but the PC game was able to get up to 4K. That's like finally wearing goggles when you go swimming. You can finally figure out that red blob underwater is actually your aunt. Number 95. Titanfall required Xbox One owners to have some 40 gigabytes of space free, but those 40 gigs did go a long way, giving you all those advanced AIs, multiple weapons and suits, and lots of fun blowing up your friends. Can't beat that. Number 96. Titanfall's creators formed Respawn Entertainment after winning a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Activision over ownership rights of Call of Duty. Zampella and West had been fired for their relationship with Electronic Arts, which was a rival of Activision. Number 97. Titanfall producer Drew McCoy said although he is excited about virtual reality headsets like Oculus Rift and Sony's Project Morpheus, using it for a game like Titanfall would probably make people throw up. Number 98. The game released with a Titanfall limited edition guide. The Prima guide features premium metallic hardcore treatments, upgraded high-quality paper, an exclusive Q&A with Respawn Entertainment, 3 custom lithographs, and mobile access to their e-guide full of videos of pro gamers doing special wall runs and jumps. Number 99. The Prima limited edition guide was written by professional gamers. The 350-plus page book provides extensive strategy for every map and game mode, the best tactics for Titan and pilot combat, and a comprehensive weapon/loadout chapter. Number 100. Almost there, folks. Titanfall made it onto the IGN list of most beautiful video game moments of 2014. Other games that were on the list included BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea 2, Dark Souls 2, and Sunset Overdrive. Number 101. Titanfall eventually came out with a deluxe edition that it comes with all 3 DLC packs. It also comes with all the fixes and updates that everyone had to wait for. It's like being behind on a show, and then it's all there on Netflix for you to watch in one long sit session. Number 102. The game released a total of 3 DLC map packs that were called Expedition, Frontier's Edge, and IMC Rising. Each of them had 3 maps in them, making a grand total of 9 extra maps since release. Number 103. One certain player hit the maximum level in Titanfall in just under 4 days. It typically takes me that long to finally fold that pile of laundry I did. Number 104. Titanfall played homage to Atari and other classic games by recreating them with mechs involved. Games like Asteroids, Missile Command, and Centipede got a facelift. Number 105. Titanfall came out with a nice line of apparel in order to help get their flagship game launched with support from their fans. It included some really nice graphic tees and a dark sweater. You know, the standard gamer uniform. Number 106. Titanfall came out with the Connect toy line. The toys came with a pilot as well as a Titan, and a set to let the builder customize their toy as much as players would be able to customize their Titan in-game. 107. Titanfall also launched with a $249.99 collector's edition that included an exclusive collectible 18-inch handcrafted Titan statue with diorama and battery-powered LED lighting, a full-size art book featuring more than 190 pages of rare rare concept art, and an exclusive full-size schematic poster of the Atlas Titan. This is also known as a birthday, Christmas, and another birthday present to some kids. Thanks for watching 107 facts about Titanfall. Which map was your favorite? Did we leave out any Easter eggs that you know? Comment below and let us know. We have new videos dropping every week, so let us know what game you want us to cover next. And if you like getting more from your games, subscribe to the Leaderboard, where we help you game smarter.